What's going on YouTube? This is Banny here bringing you guys another video. This video is not going to be, as you can obviously tell, a tutorial on a haircut. This is actually going to be a tutorial on blade alignment or blade adjustment for the Andis Cordless T-edjer IIs. I posted a couple videos on Instagram, and I had a lot of questions in regards to the actual clipper itself, you know, what clipper it was, and how to adjust them. So I figured I'd go ahead and drop a quick video on this. So what you want to do is you just want to go ahead and take a small Phillips screwdriver and take the blade off. Now the assembly is a little bit different than most other clippers. I think the only other clipper that I've seen that has a setup like this one is the Styliner clipper. It has a tension screw and it has the two screws that adjust the blade. So right now what I'm doing is I'm loosening up the blades that you use, or I'm sorry, the screws that you use to adjust the blade, and then I'm going to go ahead and loosen up the tension screw there. So now I want to loosen it up to the point where I can kind of move it up and down, as you can see there. Now I don't use a mirror and push the blade up to the mirror like most people do, where they push it up to the mirror on an angle. What I normally do with these is I go ahead and I tighten the screws up a little bit. They're still loose enough where I can actually still slide the blade up and down, but it kind of sets the blade in place. And then when I get it lined up, where I want it, I kind of eye it up, and I want it almost zero gap, but it's not completely zero gap. Zero gapping is huge right now, and a lot of people do it. I try to stay away from zero gapping because I've noticed sometimes the blade can get knocked off alignment and can irritate the skin. So I keep a little bit of a gap. It's very little, but there is a little gap there. So now what I'm doing is I'm tightening the tension screw up a bit. Now you want to tighten it to the point where you can kind of slide the blade back and forth, but you don't want to be able to do it too easily, and you don't want it to be too tough either. You want to kind of, what I normally try to do is I try to get the slot on the flathead screw almost vertical, almost straight up and down for this blade. I mean, I feel like that's kind of what works for me. You might have to tinker around with it and see what it is that works for you, where you like it best. I feel like when it is vertical, it kind of gives it enough movement where it can slide back and forth without heating up too quick, but it's still stiff enough where it's not, the blade isn't bouncing all around. So all I'm going to go ahead and do is place the two screws back in that hold the blade into the clipper. And as you've seen at the very beginning, my setup was a flathead screwdriver, a brush, the small Phillips head screwdriver, and some Cool Care. So once you open it up, you want to kind of clean it out, spray some Cool Care in there once you get it assembled and set up where you want it. So the flathead is for the tension screw. The Phillips is for these two screws right here that hold it in place, and the screws underneath which hold the blade set together. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of show you guys what it, how it works, man, how it can put in that work after you get it adjusted right.